Why are we blowing out of the water and killing people in boats with outboard motors, some of which aren't even pointed towards the United States?
There's a very receptive ear to doing exactly what they're doing, taking out those boats.
So to be clear, you support the decision to kill survivors after the initial
No, I support the decision to knock out the boats, and whoever's piloting those boats, most of them are gone.
There is no such thing as a narco-terrorist, but people on a boat in the middle of the Caribbean carrying cocaine are not a direct threat to the lives of our service members or Americans.
What? Wait a minute. If a boat heading towards America packed with cocaine packets, how is that not a threat? If anything is a threat directly to the American people, to the citizens, to the country, that is the threat. What is this guy talking about? There's no such thing as narco-terrorists? Where have you been for the last few decades? All the hundreds of thousands of people that have died because of overdoses, cocaine, and most recently, over the last few years, fentanyl? This guy is absolutely retarded. My gosh. Okay. Way to go, Dems. Way to take the 20 side of an 80-20. This is actually more of a 90-10 issue, but oh well. Typical Dems.
Uniformed military may help save us from this president and his lame people like Hegseth.
This is not who we are. This is not America.
Why are we blowing out of the water and killing people in boats with outboard motors, some of which aren't even pointed towards the United States? It's a catastrophe. I think Pete Hegseth, it's impossible to imagine that he survives this as Secretary of Defense. I think he must resign.
Oh, shut up, Maddow. You know what's really impossible is for you to possibly break away from this single variable thinking, to detach from that hive mind and actually have a thought of your own. That actually seems more impossible. But hey, that's just me.
What do you think of Donald Trump on the way to invade Venezuela without a congressional authorization? And I'm thinking, did Reagan have one to go into Grenada? Did Bush have one in '89 when he took out the drug lord Noriega in Panama?
Nope.
Did Reagan have one when he bombed Libya? No. Did Democrats have congressional authorizations to do some of the same thing? No.
Looking at you, Obama.
Maybe a big campaign like Iraq or Afghanistan. When's the last time we declared war? World War II.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing considering we had the Vietnam War after World War II, and that was definitely a war. But instead of declaring war officially, the Gulf of Tonkin resolution was passed, and that basically gave President Johnson a blank check to use military force however he deemed necessary without getting bogged down with congressional approval every time he did something. So, it's totally cool if the Dems don't get congressional approval, but my gosh, Trump, man, he can't do anything.
So it happens. The question is, if you look at the polls of the Venezuelan last election, Maduro had about 30% going into that election. So he stole.
Wow.
And he stays in power because he's a narco-terrorist.
Well, wait a minute. I thought the Dems just said there were no such thing as a narco-terrorist. That's kind of confusing.
What I mean by that is he kills his enemies and he threatens his neighbors. But more importantly, he is behind the smuggling of opiate drugs, fentanyl included, into the United States. And with that money, he buys the support of the military class and the oligarchs. So the Trump administration is twofold. We're going to stop the importation by sea because we don't have a contiguous border anywhere toward North America. So if it's on the way to the Caribbean, if it's on the way to Mexico, it's on the way to our southern border or San Diego, we're going to blow these boats up.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. We have a great one planned. Now, apparently everybody that's white in the United States is still racist because that just doesn't go away overnight. And They're all members of the KKK. Now, I'm not exactly sure how that works out, but we're going to touch base on that. Plus the question of, can we coexist with the left? I'm not sure. We'll touch on that as well. We've got a lot more madness to get to, so let's get on with the rest of the show. And that means we are jumping into that liberal pool of madness right now. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
Today is July 19th, 1964, and we have just passed the Civil Rights Act.
Oh, you guys, I just woke up and I'm not racist anymore because the law was passed. The Civil Rights Act was passed, so I threw away all of my white hoodies and white garments, and now I believe that black people are at least people.
Exactly, I cannot believe black people are saying that we're still racist. A whole law was passed. We became anti-racist just overnight. It just happened like this. A law was passed, and now we're different people. We don't believe in that anymore.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Look, if you're going to do these stupid little videos, fine, but at least take a little bit of time, take a little bit of pride in your production, and differentiate the two people so that it's very clear to the viewer. And I'm sure this is all scripted out. So just do all the lines for the Republican with, I don't know, your jacket on, and then do all the lines for the Democrats with your jacket off. It's super easy to tell because otherwise it's kind of a mess. If you're proud of your race as a minority, but hate white people for theirs, congratulations, you're a racist. The KKK was created after the Civil War by the party she undoubtedly votes for to prevent people that look like her from voting. This country is so prosperous that there's enough food to get fat here. Well, that's true. I'm testament to that. This photo was taken at the 1924 Democratic National Convention. Oh boy, let's check this out. Yeah, that's not a good look for the Dems. Although that really is their true face, if we want to be totally honest with you. And it was known as the Klan Bake, just in case you want to Google it. Well, thank you very much for that extra information. We appreciate it. 3 examples of why naturalized citizens shouldn't be allowed to run for office. I actually totally agree with this. I think the Constitution needs to be ratified to make this happen. But let's check out these 3 examples. I think those are perfect. Yeah.
I'm Ibrahim. I'm from East Tennessee, cornbread fed and back row bred. I've been Muslim for 14 years, alhamdulillah.
My name's Ibrahim.
Okay, I'm sorry, but how does that happen? How does he become radicalized to join the Muslim faith? I don't understand it. Okay.
I'm an African-American Muslim. I've been Muslim 13 years. Alhamdulillah.
My name is James. I go by Sadiq. I'm Italian Ecuadorian, and I've been Muslim 5 years. Alhamdulillah.
My name is Yusuf Rios. I'm a Puerto Rican Muslim. I've been Muslim over 25 years. Alhamdulillah.
My name is Samuel Mullins. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. I've been a Muslim now for 14 years. Alhamdulillah.
My name is Giovanni. I'm Salvadorian Hispanic Muslim, and I've been a Muslim for 3 years. Alhamdulillah.
Wow. My name is Amir. I'm from Tennessee. I've been Muslim for about a month. Alhamdulillah.
I was misrepresented again by a liberal, getting in my comment sections saying I'm Islamophobic. I'm not phobic. I'm anti.
Nailed it. A phobia is an irrational fear. Knowing what the Muslims have done since their inception, it would be fatally naive to not understand that their only purpose is to conquer, certainly not to coexist. Another word for that is racist. Well, Steve, you're an idiot.
All right, so this is my favorite criticism of the things that I talk about here, is that I'm supposed to be a Christian. If I was a Christian, I wouldn't say the things that I say. Now, I do take responsibility for the fact that I swear sometimes, and I shouldn't do that. So I will try to do better at that.
Thank you.
But some people are saying to me, like, don't you want to kind of unify? Don't you want to bring people together? And here's the problem. If you want my honest answer, the answer is no. Why do I want to unify with them? Why do I want to unify with people that think that it's actually a good thing, that celebrate ripping a baby into pieces in the womb? Why would I want to unify with that? Why would I want to unify with people who freaking burn down the country for the better part of 3 years? Who tear down statues, who throw rocks at ICE agents? Why would I want to unify with that?
That's a good point.
Why? Why do I want to unify with people that think it's okay to scream fascist about their neighbors over and over and over again until they are literally being targeted? Why would I want to unify with people that celebrated after Charlie Kirk's body hit the floor, that lamented that the sniper in Pennsylvania missed? Why would I want to unify with you? I want no unification with you. I want nothing to do with you. Here's what I want from you. Here's what I want from you, and I want you to listen. I want you defeated. I want you pressed down into the bowels of society until the absolute abhorrent ideas and philosophy that you have that is only capable in a society like ours. It cannot exist elsewhere. I want you defeated. I want you abstract. I don't want you hurt. See, I want to unify with the people that believe in the God that says, love thy neighbor, not with the God that says, kill the infidel. And I don't want to unify with people that are too ignorant to see the difference. Have I made myself clear enough?
Yeah, you made yourself perfectly clear with spot on points throughout. And all I can say is I'm with you, brother.
I don't believe in bending anything to newcomers. You've chosen to live in my country. You live by our ways. We have the right to intellectually criticize one another's faiths. As a Christian, I'm not intimidated by that. We've already gone through hundreds of years of doing this to ourselves. Christianity can stand up to it. Islam, by contrast, is pretty new to the world of getting criticized intellectually. It is absolutely right to criticize Muhammad, his conduct, his words, right to criticize the Quran, and if you don't like that, go and live somewhere else. We will be better off without you in this country.
Yeah, you can literally say anything you want about the Christian faith, and what's going to happen? What are the consequences of those words? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, look, maybe somebody might wag their finger at you and give you a stern talking to saying, I don't agree with what you just said, but you have the freedom to say it. Now, contrast that with saying anything really about the Muslim faith, or heaven forbid, draw a picture of a certain somebody, and everybody loses their collective minds, at least on the Islamic radical side of the Muslim faith. So, yeah, there's a big difference, and that is really, well, just one of the reasons why the Muslim faith, that ideology, does not mix with American values.
In the city of Rotherham, the most notorious city for the Pakistani rape gangs, more people have been arrested for participating in the protests than they have as part of the rape gangs. Absolutely.
Are you serious?
I hate interrupting my guests, and my listeners don't like it either, but more protesters arrested than perpetrators of crimes in the grooming.
Yes, in Rotherham specifically, yes.
Okay, that's just disgusting, and I'm sorry, but I think England has officially fallen.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all, man. Donald Trump said some shit that I think all of us wanted to say, man. Especially when people come here and get all the good graces of the United States of America, everything that their hearts and dreams and desires to get. But then you got people like Ilhan Omar and individuals that's from other countries who migrated here and became a congresswoman, whatever the hell you are. You complain about how bad the U.S. is and how great your country is. Well, bitch, if it's so bad, then why don't you take your ass back to Somalia? Like Donald Trump said, all y'all do is come over here and bitch about how bad this country is. But I promise you, if we didn't open the door up for y'all asses, you'll probably be dead. So you mean to tell me you're gonna come here and scam the U.S. and send that shit back to your country, using our welfare system to fund terrorists? And yes, y'all motherfuckers fund terrorists. They skim off the top. I mean, come on now, when the last time you heard somebody say, we booking a trip to Mogadishu? Bitch, please. I mean, the same thing when I hear illegal immigrants come over here and demand rights. And it's so crazy that our leftists and young people are so brainwashed. Even black people on our side, they want to fight for these illegal immigrants. Bro, if you took your ass to Honduras or Colombia and did the shit that they do here, bro, your black ass wouldn't even make it. They would ship your ass right on off. It just defies logic, some of the stuff that I hear these people fight for, man. Bro, again, if the U.S. ain't shit, if the U.S. is so bad, if the U.S. is so racist, and you come from another country, like Donald Trump said, you can bitch, but won't you take your ass back home and fix that shit? You won't. I mean, we have the most blessed, generous nation in the world. But it's so crazy that people feel like they are entitled to it. No, you're not entitled to it. Especially like Donald Trump said today. You add nothing to the system. Nothing but hands. Even if you came here as a refugee, even if you came here as a asylum seeker, that just doesn't automatically give you the right to go into the welfare system and live off of it for the rest of your life. Let's think about TPS. Yes, temporary protected status. Bro, everyone wants you to be protected and to stay here and to get here and not have to leave, but everybody forgets the fact of the matter is temporary. Bro, the left, you want them to stay here. And when they get here, why would you want to work? If I give you the welfare teat and you can sit on it for the rest of your life, why would I want to go anywhere? Why would I want to thrive? Why would I want to work for anything? And it's crazy when we have veterans on the street. Honestly, sometimes in this world, I just believe I'm in a whole different world, man. Common sense means nothing. And that's why I'm attracted to Donald Trump, man. His logic, man. It's straightforward. It's not sugar-coated. It's not cut. It's telling the real ass shit that we really think, what you're afraid to say. And it resonates to those who work their ass off, those who love this country, those who put in the time, those that don't need nobody to tell them what they need to do or a hand up, those that didn't come from money, those who knows how to struggle and how to get up on their feet, those who about that money to go get it. Bro, Donald Trump, keep talking your shit, bro, because me and millions others, we feel what the hell you saying. Stop all the bitching. Take your ass back home if you don't like it.
I'm from Minneapolis, and Somalians are just part of the culture here. As far back as I can remember, I've always seen Somalians. And in these past 5 years, the population increased so much. It went from seeing them to them feeling like the majority a lot of places that I go. And also over the past few years, I've noticed that I see a lot of them with new cars. So I'm a handyman, and I worked on a lot of Section 8 housing to make sure they're up to standard. And one thing I've noticed when I go to these Section 8 houses, one, it's usually a Somali family. And what I mean usually, it's 9 times out of 10. And those houses usually have new cars in the front. I mean cars with an S, multiple new cars. And what I mean usually is like 8 out of 10 Somali houses, I've seen that. And I always wondered how someone on Section 8 can afford multiple new cars. I just couldn't put it together. So now finding out about this fraud stuff makes so much sense. And you know who I feel bad for other than me for paying for that shit with my taxes? Is Somalians who came here on the up and up and who didn't break the law. Because as a black man, I know how it feels to be judged because someone else with your same skin color did some stupid shit that you wouldn't approve of. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat, but one thing I do know is I've been saying for years we need to kick Tim Walz out because he knew about this shit from the beginning.
There is no other country on this planet that allows Americans to simply walk in with no visa, live there for free, get free food, get free health care, get free legal advice, get free legal counsel, and everybody else just has to pay for it.
And not be arrested for pretty much anything you do because, you know, no cash bail.
There's no other country on this planet that allows that.
None.
Go to any country of the people who are coming to our country and ask them, hey, can I come to your country and get everything you're getting in America for free like you're getting in America? Can I do that? They would start laughing at you. But yet they tell us that they should be allowed to do that to America.
True.
That we have to pay for them. That we have to fund their lifestyle because they want a better life. And hardworking Americans got to pay for it because they don't get it in their country. Well, guess what? Americans don't get that in your country either. So you maybe need to go home and work.
Yeah, I read a comment just the other day, and I believe it was Germany. They said they had a friend in Germany that got kicked out of the country over a speeding ticket. Look, I think that's pretty harsh, but I think that's the direction that America needs to go. And look, you F up once, you're out.
So Portland, Oregon's Christmas tree isn't called Christmas tree. It's called either the tree or holiday tree. But you wouldn't have had that tree if it wasn't for Christmas, and you wouldn't have Christmas if it wasn't for the birth of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think that logic train is pretty sound.
And remember, people, if you supported vaccine cards, you have to support people getting deported for not having the right paperwork.
So true.
It only makes sense.
Hey everyone, I'm going to make this video short.
Okay.
Honestly, I look forward to the day when liberals and conservatives get to go civil war. because us conservatives will wipe you off the face of the planet, liberals. Absolutely, we will.
That's true.
We will completely kick your ass. It's going to be pretty short. I just had to get this out there real quick. I mean, you liberals are not going to stand a chance against us. I mean, you know nothing about fighting. All you are is a bunch of cowards, a bunch of pussies. So try to take us on, see what happens.
Well, I think if there is an actual civil war, I just don't see it going to the point where it's people choosing sides and, you know, throwing on uniforms and actively going out and start shooting other people from the others. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's going to be that kind of a civil war. To be honest, I think we are actually in a civil war right now. It's just more on the ideological side of things as opposed to taking people out. You know what I'm saying?
This is a Genesis. This is a nice car.
So they're getting better.
My girlfriend has this car.
They're getting better at stripping cars. I've never seen a car stripped down on the side of the street like this. I mean, dude, you need special. I feel like you need special tools for this. How do you have enough time? They even took the doors. It's Genesis, yeah?
Just so we're abundantly clear, trans women are real women, and trans men are real men.
Ha! Gay!
It's time for Dems Detox. That feels good. Just looking at him. All right, birds, jam out, yeah. Is that the same bear? I guess bears just love doing that. I love doing that, actually, to be honest. Nice, surfing dog, all right. All right, we got a lot of bears in this detox. Oh, wow. They are not wanting to share that pool. I get the feeling these are like teenagers just effing around, you know? I don't think these are full-grown bears. Guy sticking his tongue out. That's funny. Yeah, we got some rocking out birds in this episode, too. That's awesome. Oh, no. The hummingbird stuck?
Get out of there.
My gosh, could you imagine like if you're mowing the lawn and you didn't notice? Oh my gosh, that'd be horrible.
He goes over.
I'm glad it got freed. All right. A little short on toilet paper there. All right, but oh, now you got to put it back in. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Route. Oh boy. Speaking of out, I wonder what's wrong with that cow. They have to airlift it? Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed the show, and thank you for all those that subscribed, and anybody that hit the thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Now listen, before you take off, there's going to be some videos popping up all around me. I think you'll enjoy them, so check them out. Until the next episode, stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated, and until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.